I just got done watching the 2.3 anniversary live stream, and I usually actually stream it, but today I didn't had things to do. So I decided, you know what? Let's actually watch it on my own for once. So it was kind of nice actually. And because we didn't have the react and go through it on stream together, I thought we'd go through it via Wuthering Waves, good old website, and talk about what's coming in the 2.3 update and for the anniversary as well, shall we? Because I think it was a hit and miss. It blew hot and it blew cold as well. We saw some really good content, some gameplay stuff, which is all great. But I think in terms of an anniversary update as well, there was some stuff lacking, right? There was definitely some stuff lacking because I think when we think of an anniversary update, we don't necessarily think of the 2.0s, the 3.0s, the big gameplay changes in the game. We kind of look at it as a celebration for the player base being here for the company, and it's usually a way for companies to throw a little bit back out to the player base as well. Now, I think, for one thing, a lot of people have expected probably far too much from Wuthering Waves over recent months, with the expectation of the freebies just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think that was always unattainable, if I'm honest. And I've seen people banding around a bunch of different theories of what's going to go on, and it seems like none of that was true. So let's get into it, and we'll talk about the elephant in the room first, shall we? Okay, before we go through the entirety of the patch, as I said, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that is the amount of rewards we're getting for what's going to be available to pull in this actual update. And it's kind of rough, if I'm honest. I think we're looking around, from what we can see at the moment, around about 35 to 36 pulls, give or take, right? There might be a little bit more, there might be a little bit less. And to be fair, we might actually see more stuff as the update comes. That is definitely a thing, but we can only go on what we've kind of seen right now. And I do think potentially 10 of those pulls actually come after Zani, which, if you ask me, that kind of sucks. There was a big uproar when Honkai Star Rail did it, even though they did it after 2 banners. Or was it Genshin, sorry? I can't remember anyway. Hoyo stuff merges together. But it was after 2 of the main banners, and people weren't happy about it. And I think it's fair to say that's kind of scummy, if you ask me. It sucks a little bit. It's not great. I think, you know, it's not as bad, or allow us to use these free pulls as we see fit rather than putting them after a character, especially when we've got so much stuff here, guys, because we have got a lot of stuff. Obviously, we've got the 2 new resonators in Zani and Chiakona, and then obviously we've got their weapons as well. So that's 4 banners off the bat. That's normal. Fine. Great. Awesome. Right now, take into account we're getting around about 35 pulls. Of course, you can see that's not enough to guarantee yourself even 1 character, which I guess, you know, there's an argument, well, that's to be expected. They're going to make money, but we've got to take into account this is an anniversary update as well. So I just think it's a little bit, I've got to say it's a bit of an L, right? It does suck. It does suck. And then obviously we can move past their banners, and we can move on to the fact that we're getting anniversary convenes as well, where we can select a character and select a weapon, but there is still a 50-50 on these. Obviously, I believe with the weapon it's a guarantee, but you know, it's not a guarantee selector. You're not just going to be able to choose a character and get it. You're going to have to pull on these characters, and there is still 50-50s. From at least what I've seen, that's pretty much how it's worded. They talked about the guarantee carrying over and all that sort of stuff, or your pity carrying over. So it's safe to assume that we are back on. This is pretty much just another convene. It's just an anniversary convene. So right away there, we're talking another 2 banners. So we've got 6 banners. And then we've got phase 2, which, you know, these are all great additions of characters. You know, if these are characters that you're missing out on, awesome characters to go for, especially how good it looks Brantas as becoming the game. Great one there to be rerunning as well. Jinxie's always great. Carlotta, great. You know, we're getting a lot of characters in here. Again, adding to a little bit more of the FOMO as well. And then we can add in another 2 banners here. So this takes us up to what, like 8 banners, is it? This is a lot of stuff to potentially be able to pull on, along with the new characters. So really, if you're a free-to-play player or a low spender, you're gonna probably have to go with the 2 new characters if that's what you're after, or maybe one of these characters you potentially missed. Maybe go for Yinlin's weapon because it's an insane weapon. It's probably what I'm going to do as well. I'm probably going to try and go for a weapon and get the 2 new characters. That'll be, I guess, 5 banners that I'll be attempting to pull on. As I say, you're not getting a lot of rewards to attempt to do all of this. So, you know, I've got to be honest. We've got to be honest, guys. This is one thing you'll always get from me, honesty. I think in comparison to some other gacha games anniversaries, or even half anniversaries, this is a little bit lackluster in the rewards in comparison to how much, like, pulling potentials here, you know? We've got a lot of banners. not much rewards for it in regards to being able to get it. Now, there might be some secret asteroids and pot pulls lurking around in the patch. I'm sure there will be, but I don't think it'll be a massive amount because you would have thought they would have kind of led with that, really. So I've just got to put this out there first and foremost. I think this was the biggest L of the live stream, if you ask me. A little bit disappointing, as I said. I thought being an anniversary update, maybe we would get a little bit more. I wasn't one of these people that was expecting Zani for free because I saw people talking about that, or, you know, a brand new 5-star character that just comes out and we get that for free and a weapon. I didn't expect that, but I thought we might at least get maybe enough pulls where we could potentially put a big dent in one of the banners, maybe. But hey, you know what? It's not the end of the world, right? It's not the end of the world, but I'm just calling it out for what it is. I think it's a bit of an L, and I've got to give it a bit of a, I've got to be critical about it, right? I think a lot of people will probably be angry about this, and you know what? I think if you are annoyed and frustrated about this, don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't be frustrated about this, right? Not everybody has to be. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I definitely think it's fair for people to be frustrated about this. There's a lot of stuff being thrown at the player here with not much in return. So I think it's a big L for Kuro in that regard. But should we have a little, like, kind of an overlook over what we're getting in 2.3 then? Because there was a lot of stuff shown off as well. Obviously, this is a 2.3 update, so you need to separate it from the fact that it's not a 2.0, it's not a 3.0, it's not one of these big patch markers where you're probably going to see massive amounts of difference in the gameplay and such. It's more of, again, it's an anniversary. So usually with anniversaries, as I say, it's usually you get a few gimmicks thrown out there and you usually get like some pulls, you know, or extra pulls. This kind of, like, it's just a standard update, really, if you ask me. The anniversary side of things didn't really cook that well. But anyway, let's get into it, shall we? 2.3, version 2.3, Fiery Arpeggio of Summer Reunion, scheduled for release on the 29th of April, guys. So it's not too far away now. What, 10 days, right? It's actually insane. Obviously, we've got some more beautiful splash art again. Kuro always absolutely cooked. Chiakona is absolutely gorgeous as well, isn't she? And what we got to see of their combat, man, Zani and Chiakona, they look really fun to play with, I must admit. You know, you've got a main DPS coming in that's going to really benefit with Spectral Frazzle on that, I believe. And then you've got Chiakona, who looks like she's coming in to be a buffing type supporter character, which is great to see. Really interested in trying to get both of these characters actually as well. And I've got to say, you know, when Zani kind of goes into a Super Saiyan mode, oh my God, it looks so good. It really looks so good. So obviously we can see the gifts of the Grand Celebration. We get 10 pulls on a login on the 23rd here. I'm Radiant Tide started by 10 avatar moment of resonance. So this is going to be on the, yeah, so this is going to be just after, I think this, is this the one that's just after Zani's banner's finished, I believe? I believe it is, right. So there we get our 10 pulls there, which is always good to see. We've got the Gifts of Grand Reunion login event, typical thing there. We're going an extra 5 Radiant Tides there as well, which is really good to see. And then we've got our standard Tides. Then we've got the Gifts of Melodic Verses here. And we've got some asteroids, some tuners, and some Echo XP as well, which is always good to see. Echo XP and tuners is always great to see. And we've got, like, what, 300 asteroids here. So we've got just over a pull here as well. So, like I say, along with these here as well, I think it takes up to around about 36 pulls. Then we've got the QB Derby warm-up. So participate in the event to win Radiant Tides times 10, Flight Aspect, the Laureate Phantom Chess Mimic, and more. So this is where we're getting our actual, like, wing skins. So interested to see that. I'm at a point in the video that I just uploaded that, does this mean now that it looks more likely that Flight is going to be expanded and continue on to the rest of the parts of the game? Because we're getting this before we get glider skins. So that's kind of what that alludes to me. And I hope that's the case because, let's face it, the game without Flight now, it's missing, right? It's missing out on something major. You never knew you needed it beforehand, but now you kind of can't live without it, in my opinion. So this is really good. I like the fact cosmetics like this are always great to see. Then we've got the tidal festivities here for Changlei and Carlotta. And we've got more asteroids here as well. It doesn't say how many we're going to get, does it? I'm not too sure. Let's have a look then. An in-game packet page dedicated to anniversary-related events called Tidal Festivities will become available when version 2.3 goes live. The information on the page will be updated regularly after version 2.3 goes live. You can visit the Tidal Festivities page and view its contents to win asteroids and an outfit voucher worth 300 Lunites, which is good. The outfit voucher can be used in version 2.4 to purchase outfits from the store, which we'll talk about as well because new skins coming. The outfits available for purchase include those that have been released and the 2 new ones that will be released in version 2.4, outfit vouchers and limited time discounts can be used together, which is cool. That's really cool. That is as well. So, we're getting some more Lunites. You could do what you want, I guess, as well. So there's an extra pull or so if you want. Then we've got the Gilded Night Market, another 10 pulls in here as well. So complete the convene task and activity task to obtain the Night Market tokens, which can be exchanged in the Gilded Night Market for Radiant Tides. We've got modifiers, we've got the weapon protections, phantom echoes, and more. So this is the modifiers that we spoke about as well. This is where you're going to be able to change main stats. Awesome. I'd love it if we could do sub-stats as well, but you know what? A win's a win. A win's a win. It's something that I've been asking for a while. I think main stats feel like they've got worse in Renacita, don't they? That's what I think anyway. Then we've got updates and upgrades. Initial top-up bonus reset. The following version 2.3 update maintenance. Initial double top-up bonus will be reset for all price tiers in the store. This is awesome. For somebody like me who doesn't have any bonuses left because I'm a filthy spender, when Jinxie's skin came out, people were talking about all the different price points and how, if you've got use your bonus and you get it this time, it's actually not too bad. I disagreed anyway. I thought it was still pricey, but for somebody who'd already spent, I'd lost my bonus. So it kind of, because I'd spent, it cost me more. So this is nice. So if I do decide to go for a skin this time, I can get it at the price that everybody else has been able to get it at as well. That's if I decide to. And, it's just nice to get the double bonus is there as well, really, isn't it? It's great, extra pulls if you do decide to spend money. So this is awesome to see. Upgrade returning event. So this is, I think, for people who've been off the game for 60 consecutive days. During the Reprise of Tides event, complete progress tasks to claim rewards and enjoy exclusive double drop bonuses in both boss challenges and weekly challenges. The limited time returning bundle will also be available for purchase. Rovers who have not logged in for 60 consecutive days or more will have access to different 7-day login rewards and returning quests. Complete them to obtain up to 10 Radiant Tides and other rewards. Good for people who haven't played the game for a while, of course. Big anniversary update. You want to try and pull people back in. Give them a little bonus for not playing the game for a while and encourage them to do more so. I spoke about this before the other day. It's always, companies want to be looking after the main player base, but you've always got to try and bring back returning players and bring in new players as well. So this is cool to see. Upgraded Pioneer Podcast. The item and modifier will be added to the Pioneer Podcast rewards. This is good. Any, addition to the Pioneer Podcast to make it more worthwhile, in my opinion, is better, because I haven't bought it for a while, because I've kind of been wanting potentially weapon skins to be at the end of it, even if they're just 4-star weapon skins, or maybe even just, if we did start to get the wing skins, cool thing, added at the end of the podcast, that will make that kind of a must-buy for me personally. So this is good. Get that in there. Good thing to have. Big bonus for your account. The process of obtaining EXP and materials will also be optimized. Additionally, in 2.3, you'll be able to access certain quests directly from the Pioneer Podcast page. That's a good little quality of life update there. Anything that makes this better to be worth purchasing, I think, is a W. And then we've got Resounding Waves. Participate in the anniversary web event Resounding Waves to review the milestones you've achieved in the world of Wuthering Waves over the past year. And then we've got the birthday blessing. Set your birthday to the terminal page to unlock birthday blessing feature. Log in on your birthday within 7 days after your birthday, and you'll receive a unique birthday blessing gift. If your birthday has passed when you finish the birthday initial setting, you can still receive the birthday blessings and gift from the current year via the in-game mail, which is kind of cool. I think you can invite one of the resonators to come in as well, and you can have a little parasocial get together for your birthday, just in case nobody in real life wants to spend any time here. You can spend it with your resonators, which, hey, W. Then we've got the global pre-registration and social media milestones. I think new players can get on this as well. Beginner's Choice Convene mail expires on the 22nd of the 5th, and be sure to claim the rewards contained in the mail before they become unavailable. If you register after the 22nd of the 5th, but before version 2.4 goes live, you will still receive the global pre-registration and social media milestone mail and beginner choice convene mail, along with the rewards contained within the following version 2.4 update maintenance. So if you want to get on it as soon as you possibly can, if you haven't played the game, you can still get access to all those goodies. More in-game events will become available if you are new to the game. You can participate in the beginner quest after version 2.4 goes live. To win a selectable 5-star resonator and other rewards, please refer to the upcoming official announcements for details about the relevant rules. So does that mean the actual 5-star selector's changing a little bit then? Be interesting to get a little bit more news on that, actually. So yeah, great for new players. That's going to change up a little bit, I guess, by the looks of it. Some more beautiful artwork here. And then obviously we've got the companion quest, Vazani, which looks really cool as well. It looks like they're doing a bit of an arcane thing there. I don't know. The underground alley stuff looks really cool, man. Zani looks awesome. I'm not going to lie. I thought Zani looked great when we saw her initially, but I was always Carlotta all day long. But man, she looks good. And I love this Super Saiyan mode that she goes into. she looks fucking smoking. She looks really good, and her combat looks awesome as well. She really does look cool. A Blaze in the Dark is a companion story. Then we got the new story event as well. Your summer will never wither for Chiakona. We got a new permanent event also, Dreaming Deep. And then we've got the new tactical hologram challenges, and Fleur de Lis and Lorelei are being thrown into there as well. I always love updates to the hologram challenges, even though I haven't done the last hologram update because I've kind of not been playing the game as much recently. I've been being a tourist, all right, guys? But we're coming back with a vengeance very soon. And yeah, these are really good to see coming to the game as well. Updates for holograms, always good to see, always good to see. Okay, moving on to new Phantom Echoes as well. Obviously, we've got the Phantom Crownless, Phantom Nightmare Crownless, and we've got the Phantom Nimbus Wraith, along with the Phantom Chess Mimic as well. Cool to see all those. And then we've got the optimizations as well, guys. Okay, so we've got the new feature Echo Aspect, change the appearance of a Resonator's glide flight apparatus. Awesome to see. Data modification. Use a modifier to adjust the first main stat of an unenhanced 5-star Echo into a designated stat modifier. Designated stat modifiers can be obtained through special events, Pioneer Podcasts, and item exchange. Okay, so I actually made a mistake in my last video, actually. You can't adjust built Echoes. Shame about that, actually, but you're not really going to be doing that. You might just have thrown an Echo in that you built up, maybe, but you're probably not doing that. The main stats, although harder to come by now, is still easier than the substats. So yeah, I'll have to update that on the video, actually. So yeah, unbuilt Echoes, you can re-roll the main stat. Awesome to see. So good to see. We get a ray tracing improvements as well on 120 FPS. Version 2.3 will expand to support for ray tracing to a broader range of graphic cards, including certain AMD and Intel models. Additionally, the 120 FPS option will be made available for a broader range of graphic cards as well. Great to see. More lower-end systems and mid-end systems are going to be able to access more visual upgrades as well, which is good to see. And another one that I was really happy to see, no cooldown for boss fights. You can restart the boss fight immediately after completing a boss challenge or nightmare challenge. I don't care where anybody says this is something that needed to be in the game for ages. I even had people say that, well, you know, when it's cooling down, what you're supposed to do is go and do other boss fights and come back. Get the fuck out of here. This is good. Like I was saying for ages, we need this. Just give me an item, allow me to use bait to call them back. But not having that at all, no cooldown, even better. Good to see. Glad that the developers have seen that that's an annoyance. Who wants to sit around when you're trying to farm a particular bunch of Echoes? It sucks, right? So this is great to see. The data modification and the CD for the boss fights, W's, massive W's. Two of the best things in the update, if you ask me. Then we've got the glossary. Underlined hyperlinks will be added to the complicated or important in-game terminology. Clicking a hyperlinked term will bring up its definition. Good to see. Lots of gacha games love to have waffle and pseudo techno babble in the games, don't they? And sometimes it can get a little bit much. And even somebody who plays the game regularly, you can get to points in the game and like, wait a minute, I forgot what that reference is now. So being able to click on that and have a little pop-up that comes up and explains it to you, really good. That can just, you know, catch you back up to, okay, all right, I understand this now. I get the whole aspect. I get the context. Really good to see. And then we've got the optimization for downloads, basically allowing you to pre-downloads and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, that's good to see. Incremental updating, all that good stuff. Not really interested in that, but it's cool. It's probably not going to affect most people because this is for PC as well. Most people on PC are probably not going to be worrying about that. More beautiful artwork as well for the update. And then obviously we go through the actual convenes that we were speaking about. Just obviously we've got Zani, then we've got Chiakona, we've got the weapons as well. The weapons actually look really cool, actually. I think the gauntlets for Zani look fucking awesome, and the pistol for Chibata looks really good as well, actually. I really like both of these weapons designs, if I'm honest. They look really cool. And then obviously, as I said, we've got the anniversary convene phase 1 with the characters. We've got Jian in there, we've got Yinlin in there, we've got Zheji, we've got Yao, and we've got Peeves in there as well, which is really good to see. You know, there's good characters in there if you don't have these. As I said, it's good that they're in there, but with everything coming together, it's kind of, as I said, you know what I said, we don't need to go over it, but these are good characters in there as well. And then we've got the weapons as well. Yinlin's weapon, insanely cracked. I've got to try and get it again. I've missed out both times. This time, I'm not going to do it, so I've got to get a weapon. And then we've got phase 2 with Jinxie, Queen Jinxie, we've got Changli, we've got Carlotta, we have got your girl, Kotta, and then we've got Brant as well. And And then we've got the weapons as well, guys, as well. Ignore me, I'm being dumb. And then we've got the special events, Cube, Cubic, and QB. And then we've got the memory travel log as well. Photo events, not really bothered about that. This Cube, Cubic, and Cubic looks kind of cool, though. The QB Derby as well looks kind of cool, I guess. The anniversary spectator event looks all right. Then we've got the QB Derby warm-up. These look really cute. I must admit, they look really cute. They're doing some merch for those as well. I might have to cop me some of those, if I'm honest. They look kind of cool. I like them. And then we've got these Carnival time anniversary returning invitation event. Did you see as well? Dude, I swear they're trolling us. Did you see when they had everybody on the stage? Who was there? Sephiroth, Calculator. It's like, bro, they brought in, it's like they forgot he was alive. I don't know why the hell they had him on stage, as if to say, oh yeah, by the way, this guy still exists. Hopefully something happens with him in the future. I don't know, because the dude needs some love. It's disgusting what they've done to him. But yeah, it was kind of weird that he was there. I was like, what the fuck? He's still alive, man? Holy shit. And then we got the Gilded Night Mark, the anniversary points exchange event where you can go and obviously get your toys and all your stuff from there. And then we've got the Gifts of Grand Celebration, the login, the Gifts of Reunion, which we've gone through all of these. And then we have the featured exploration event as well. Back the usual thing, Beyond the Waves, Renacita. Some more gorgeous artwork again. And then we've got the title photography. It's a photography thing, because, you know, it is what it is. These things don't bother me at all. I don't really care about them. You're here for the rewards, I guess, for these sort of things, but who cares about this sort of stuff? But this is for people who want to get their designs into the loading screens. I think it was. Was it? Was that what this one was? I think it was, right? I'm not too sure. Is this where you take photos in game, or was it artwork? Whatever. Anyway, I think it's so you can get your stuff in the loading screens. I think this one was. I don't care about those rewards because I'm not going to do it. But if people are interested, that's really cool. I think that's what that one was anyway. I can't remember quite exactly. Let me know in the comments. Then we got this chibi figure for Cantarella. Fucking gorgeous. This is gorgeous. These cubes, these are awesome, these are. I think I'm going to have to get these. I might try and get all of these, actually. I really like these. As somebody who likes... I haven't really got any for ages, but I like pop figures, you know. I like figurines. I do like to collect that sort of stuff. So I think I might have to grab these. I think these are really nice. These are. They're really well made as well. And you can stack these also, which is kind of cute, I guess. But yeah, they're nice. They're nice. So yeah, that's pretty much everything from the 2.3 live stream. I might have missed some stuff there. I don't know. But yeah, I think overall, it was a decent event in regards to what we're seeing in the gameplay, right? It's 2.3. What we need to understand is remove the anniversary. This is 2.3 and 2.4. This looks good, right? This looks good to me. In regards to it being an anniversary stream, shall we say, looking at the stream, a little bit disappointing. I wasn't expecting the world. I didn't expect shares in Tencent and a bunch of freaking free characters. But it would have been nice with all of the banners that we're getting to maybe make a dent in what's there. Doesn't appear that's the case at the moment, at least anyway. But I'm not mad about it, right? I'm not mad about it. You know, I'm not one of those people that expects a lot in these things, if I'm honest. But comparing it to some games, I know people will directly compare it to Star Rail and Genshin and go, it's better. But to me, when it comes to those sort of things, you're comparing to the bottom of the barrel. If you look at, I think Nikkei just done their stream as well. I think you're getting like a 5-star character or something like that, and like 160 pulls in comparison. Insane. And that's only a half anniversary. So I think if you compare it to other games, it's not spectacular, right? It's not spectacular. I think Kuro have got to catch an L on that. But all the other stuff looks great. Plenty of updates for the game. I wasn't expecting any major gameplay overhauls because I'm expecting that for 3.0, of course. But yeah, I thought we might get more in terms of like, hey, thanks for sticking with us for this last year, guys. Appreciate you making what the game is. Here's a little bit more free stuff. But as I said, I'm not mad about it. But if you are, totally get it. Totally get it. But yeah, guys, let me know. Oh, yeah, actually, we didn't talk about when we spoke about these. I just kind of glossed over this. The skins, guys. The skins for Carlotta and Changli. We're getting like beach skins, which look really good. Hey, they've got the grippers out. Nobody's moaning about that. Cheeks on show. We'll love it, right? We'll love it. Not a massive beach skin person, though, if I'm honest. I was a little bit disappointed with Jinxie's skin, to be fair. I would have loved like a Battle Maiden armor kind of thing. But Carlotta's skin looks kind of good. And if she's got like water pistols as well, that'd be fucking sick. But yeah, forgot about that actually. Yeah, overall, I think it was a lukewarm live stream, if I'm honest. A lukewarm live stream in regards to what I was probably thinking it was going to be. And I'm more in reference to the rewards there. Other stuff gameplay-wise, I think it was pretty good. You just can't help but not think for anniversaries. If you hadn't have had the anniversary on there, I'd have said W stream. But with the anniversary and those extra, the main thing we got as anniversary really is extra banners. So it's like, so I can spend more money. Cool. Okay, great. Awesome. Thanks. Nice present. You know? So I think that was the biggest problem. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section about the anniversary update, the live stream, everything that's coming. What do you think about the rewards? What do you think about all the extra banners? What do you think about the content? I'd love to know in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video as well, guys, give it a like, and I will see you all in the next one. Ta-ra.